Sivan.
I hear you now.
Hi. Okay, good. It's a little, delayed here.
Um,
Sivan is with us, and she's going to talk.
Your sound is breaking up.
Okay, we can hear you really well.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so hi, nice to hear your voice.
I know, so nice to hear yours.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see you in a few weeks.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that right away. Will you tell us about the time, the date, and everything about the event?
Great. I'm actually coming with many people, and I'm doing a retreat in Kilauea, and it's going to be from September 22nd through the 29th. It can be viewed on my website, which is my name, sivangarr.com. And during that week, I'll also be offering a free healing evening in Kapa'a at the Yoga House. It's a Thursday evening, 7:30 to 9 p.m., and it's 4-885. And probably you're going to have to pronounce it for
that's
me.
Okay. Kuhio
Highway. Kuhio Highway?
Yes, Kuhio Highway.
Yeah.
Great. That's great. And you may be having one more event, and when you do know, it'll be up on your website?
Exactly.
Okay, perfect.
Absolutely.
Great. We'll get that out here on this side too. So tell us about the event. What is the workshop about? And
well, the retreat is called Infusion, and when I usually do a retreat with people, it's actually just a complete immersion into facing every opportunity to have healing and growth. So we spend pretty much the entire time together, and I work with people individually. I work with people in a group. We work privately in a retreat house. We also will go out on the island swimming and hiking. And basically, we're doing as much work as we can for each individual to remove as many blocks as they possibly can that they feel is holding them back from happiness and moving forward in their lives, and to also heal as much as we can of any deep-seated wounds that are creating too much of a burden, holding people back.
It's going to be a very powerful retreat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know you've been here before, and I've experienced some of the people and the energy, and it's so powerful. So powerful. And seeing the results from the people that have taken the workshop, the retreat, because to be 7 days with Sivan is quite an amazing experience. And the transformations that I was able to observe of your of the people who came to the retreat is so beautiful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very different to spend really 7 solid days, working on healing versus just an evening or an hour here and there.
Yeah. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? What got you started on your path, first on your path and then to become a teacher?
Wow, that's a great question.
Big question for you.
I could say so many things and I could talk forever about it, but essentially I was seeking from the time I was very small and really just wanted answers about this life and, how to be free of pain, how to be free of whatever limitations, how to create happiness, and also answers as to why are we here and what are we doing here and what are we supposed to be doing. So I started studying spirituality at an extremely young age and was simultaneously driven not only to create healing for myself, but to really serve others on the planet with the goal in mind of wanting to reduce or diminish or heal pain. And so 20 years ago, I met my teacher, and have been working with him for the past 20 years and have been teaching for 17.
Wow.
Yeah. And really the idea is just to bring as much light and love and joy into this world at, in my own self-expression, and to also create a space for whoever's interested and open and wanting, for them to also be able to begin healing their pain and begin their process of expressing their own divinity.
Have anything inspiring for us today?
Well, let's see. Probably the thing that people talk to me the most about is surrender, and the biggest questions that are asked. It's also one of the questions that's asked the most often that lead people to my website. And it's kind of the most misunderstood piece in spirituality. So that's something that I usually like to talk about with people, and really explain that surrender isn't about giving up. And surrender is never about losing our goals and what we want with life and what we want to feel and see and experience. Surrender is truly about stopping our own inner war with ourselves and truly stopping the part of us that's constantly in this self-judgment mode, and truly putting ourselves in line with the divine, understanding that we're one and the same, and that our goal is the same goal as the divine's. Right. And once we stop the inner war and align ourselves with the divine, then we get to manifest exactly who we want to be in this world.
That's so beautiful. That my talk just before this was about a fear of success.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Perfect. Exactly, because fears like that are the parts of us that aren't surrendered.
That's right.
And people always say, surrender's too hard, it's too much, it's too big of a leap. But the truth is, in spirituality, you can start anywhere. There's no one who's too far away from the light to begin. And with surrender, if you say, oh my gosh, I fear success and I just can't surrender to success, well, what you can do is surrender to the fear, to surrender to the fact that you fear success.
Exactly, because that's
so you just start anywhere, and basically at the place you start, you're blocking off or stopping and eliminating the wars you have behind that. And then you just get closer to the moment of surrender.
That's so beautiful. And so it's the practice over and over of accepting each moment.
Exactly. And there's so many ways you can practice it. There's the idea of contemplation and just imagining what those words actually feel like, which would be surrender, acceptance, trust. But also you can practice physically. There's a great meditation that I call the slow motion meditation that you can take, a task that you do each day, like washing dishes or cooking breakfast, and just take a few minutes where you are practicing that task in slow motion. And it's a practice that if you do it every single day, at some point, that practice kind of forces you to stop all of your, planning and whatever's going on in your mind, and forces you to be right there, surrendered to the task
and
that
present.
you're doing in that moment.
It's beautiful.
It's super hard. I have I'll give that practice to people, and they'll complain a lot of like, oh, I can't do that. I'm always wanting to hurry and rush and all of that. But there's the point at which people do, and it's a super transformational practice.
Yeah. Being completely present.
Exactly. I mean, that's another way to talk about it, is bringing yourself into the present moment, which surrender is synonymous with. And really what happens when we do that is that the amount of energy that we put towards worry, towards pain, towards planning tomorrow, towards all of the other things that we could possibly be thinking about, at that moment, we're stopping our energy from moving in all those outer directions, and we're bringing all of our energy into this exact moment. And one of the first things people find when they do that is that they missed so many opportunities that were around them right then. Like they didn't see actually some opportunities that were being brought to them because their mind was too, embroiled in whatever, concerns and worries they were having in the moment. So basically the idea of a surrender is having 100% access to the entirety of whatever life has to offer you in every moment. And it means that you can observe it, and you can also have the strength to use it, to use whatever opportunities are coming.
Beautiful. A beautiful practice and a beautiful explanation. It's just wonderful and powerful, and anyone can do this. So this is what one of the little teeny pieces that you get of Sivan when you come to her workshop, or she does individual sessions as well. And that's on the website, but you can reach her via email at info@sivangarr.com. Can people contact you by phone?
They absolutely can.
Okay, and her number is 415-710-1552.
That's correct.
Right. So there's a lot of different ways to connect with her and to meet her when she comes here, so you can get, the physical feel of her too. But her sessions, which I've had quite a few, are amazing. She's very, very gifted. So, I recommend all the different ways that you can reach Sivan, either at her website at sivangarr.com, or email her, or call her and talk to her on the phone. Well, I feel so blessed to have you on the show. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much. It was absolutely wonderful.
Great. And you have a beautiful day.
Okay. Thank you so much, Taj.
All right. Thank you.
See you soon.
Aloha.